Hello, welcome to TechSharmit. In this session, we will discuss about the method len. So len method is used in various scenarios and I have documented few of the scenarios here. So we will discuss one by one each scenario and then we'll see the output. So let's start with the first scenario. So as we know that len function is used to retrieve the length of a particular variable that we are passing to it. Okay, so it will calculate it and it will provide the length. So let's see one by one each scenario. So in scenario 1, we are assigning one string hello world to this string variable. Okay, and then we are printing it as it is. So before method use, it will be printed normally without any modification. And then on line number 11, we are using len function to retrieve its length. So as we know that it will return the value in integer type. So for that reason, we are converting it to a string so that we can concatenate it to length is this hard-coded value, right? So what it will do, it will calculate the length of this string and then it will be converted to string and then we are attaching it here. Okay, so let's see what output we are getting for this scenario. So for that I will run one command in my terminal, python space, and my program name is session 25.py and enter. So it prints output for all the scenarios. So we will discuss on the first one. So here you can see it is returning 13. Why? Because if you count it from here, it will be 13. So start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so it is correct counting each and every character of this string variable and then it is returning it. Now we will discuss about the second scenario. So in second scenario, you can see that here I'm using list. Now what is list, what is tuple, these things maybe you are not aware of, but for now you can just understand like this is just an object for storing some data. In brief, we will discuss later in the later sessions. So for now, what we are doing, we are just storing these value as a list. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are printing it as it is. So its type is list. So we are converting it to string and then we are concatenating it before method used. So till now there is no modification. After that we are using this function. So what it will do, it will calculate the length of this list. So what it will do, it will calculate length for each element, means it will count each element. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It will return 5. So let's see if I do page down here on for the second scenario output, it is returning 5 because the length is 5 for list. Okay, now we will discuss the third scenario. It is also same. Here we are using tuple, so you can also use a len function with tuple. So here also it will count each element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the output is, it doesn't matter what value you are storing here. It could be 1, it could be 10, 20, 30, 100, whatever. But or what it will do, it will count each and every element. So if I do page down, you can see it is also returning 5. Now we will discuss the fourth scenario. In fourth scenario, we are using dictionary. So in dictionary, how we store the data. For now, you can understand like we are providing key and value. So this is my key and this is my value. So it always hold the data in key value pair. So apple, then 1, banana and 2, and cherry and 3. Okay, so how it will count it? It will count it 1. So each pair will be considered as 1. Each key and value pair. So 1, then we have second, and then we have third. Okay, this one is the third. So it should return 3. So if I do page down, you can see it is returning 3. Okay, so one by one it is counting each pair, 1, then 2, and then 3. Okay, so this was the fourth scenario. For all scenario, what we are doing in at the time of printing, we are just firstly printing the before method use, means as it is data, and then we are calculating length and we are attaching it with string length. Now we'll discuss on the fifth scenario. In fifth scenario, we are using set. Now what is the difference between set and dictionary? That thing we will discuss in deep later, because here you can see for now that it is holding the key pair value and here key and value pair, and here we are storing just normal value. So it will again count it as a element, separate element. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So output would be 5. You can see here it is returning 5. Now we'll discuss on the sixth scenario. In sixth scenario, we are using a range function. So how it will count? It will start from 1 till 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be 5. If I do page down till 6, it is counting. Okay, so it is 5. So we can use range function with len also. Now we have another one is nested list. What it means, list inside a list. So we have discussed about the list in the scenario 1, right? In the scenario 2, so same list we are using but multiple times. One list is here, another list is here, and another list is here. So in case of nested list, it will count each list, not the element. So this will be considered, this entire list will be considered as a first element, then second, and then third. So it will return 3. You can see it is returning 3. So it is 7th scenario. Now we'll discuss on 8th scenario. So here, suppose if there is any string where both side we have some spaces and we want to calculate the actual length instead of extra spaces. So in that case, you can use strip with length function. So you can see strip dot string dot strip. Strip we have already covered. So what it will do, it will remove the spaces from both sides, and whatever the actual data is, it will be populated to this length function, and then we are getting the length and we are converting it this length to string, and then we are concatenating it. So you can see again it is returning 13. Why? Because these spaces is being removed by strip method. Okay, so yeah, we have discussed many scenarios where we can utilize this length function. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Math.